Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my Desert-Only Ironman series. In this episode, we will attempt to complete the Smoking Kills and Contact quests. But first, we'll start by making use of the salmon unlock in the last episode to prepare some higher level food for the combat to come. Just like with mining in the last episode, we'll be using the Premier Artifact's 50% porter chance. With this complete, we were ready to descend into the Smoke Dungeon and complete the Smoking Kills quest. This boss fight did require a little bit of luck. Taking the main boss wasn't too much of an issue, but the ranged minions ripped through my armor, and out healing them while trying to keep my adrenaline up for abilities was quite difficult. But after I took out the first few, the rest of the fight went pretty smoothly. This was an important quest because it provided access to my only Slayer Master, and along with that, Slayer points. My only important purchases are the abilities to unlock Broad Bolts and Slayer Ring crafting for future training. But that's only possible if I get very lucky on the first few tasks, as I have no way to cancel and try for a new completable task. VIP tickets from City Quest will be helpful, but I'll still need to get lucky. This quest also gave me access to the Slayer shop, and the first thing I chose to do was buy ice coolers so I could start killing desert lizards. These lizards west of Uzur drop iron gauntlets, which were the only gloves I had access to that could be used to complete the feud quest. They also drop light mystic gloves, which was also a nice mage upgrade. With the iron gauntlet drop coming in, I was able to complete the feud quest in Palavinich. This was a very important quest because it provided access to Ali's rune shop, my only source of consistent runes for magic training and combat. Elemental runes would still be limited to 300 a day, but this would be much better than killing millions of bandit looters. I had to run on over to Aubrey's rune shop in Varrock for the mini quest, one of my allowed pieces of content, and then I completed 2 rune doku puzzles to unlock the full shop. With magic finally unlocked, I could finally make use of my new tier 45 wand and start some safe spot training to upgrade to tier 50 melee for the last quest in the episode. Kalphite Guardians provided access to several armor upgrades. First, a mithril chain body, and then rune chain body and rune square shield. This would be my best shield until I could get my best in slot shield at 88 Slayer from polypore creatures. Water spells were used due to their increased affinity towards them. With Mage Auras active, I didn't have any issues with accuracy. After getting everything I could from normal kalphites, I went to the Exiled Kalphite Hive to take on some Exiled Kalphite Guardians, which drop rune full helms, rune daggers, and offhand rune longswords. This offhand would be very important because it would give me a tier 50 weapon to pair with Keris after I completed the quest. Guardians also gave access to cooked sharks and super pots, which would also be very helpful in the upcoming combat. After some final fishing training and inventory preparation, I was ready to complete contact. I decided to warm up on a few tiny scarabs before diving into the hellhole beneath Sophanim and fight the final boss with the most creative and thought-provoking name in the entire game, the Giant Scarab. Damn it, now I have to run all the way back. And we have officially unlocked Keris on the account. This is a tier 50 one-handed melee weapon that, while fighting kalphites, increases your hit chance by 15% and deals 33% more damage with abilities and auto attacks, effectively placing it between dragon and bearer's equipment. I could increase this with the Desert Amulet 3, but I cannot complete the hard desert tasks, so we'll have to leave it as it is. With the quest complete, I gained a few useful levels and access to a shortcut from Menaphos to Sophonim, along with a bank in Sophonim that will be very helpful with pyramid plunder. That pretty much wraps up this episode. Next time we'll make use of our new source of runes and unlock the Master Wand and the Mage's Book.